Today I will teach you how to temper white and milk chocolate, and we are using the seeding method. Hello guys, welcome back to Sweet Kitchen Skills. My name is Marcus Grigo, and today I will show you how to temper chocolate at home. The chocolate needs to be melted to melt all the crystals, and that means you heat the chocolate at 45 degrees, 50. You can do that in the microwave like I did, and then afterwards you can put it in the oven to keep it warm. And don't go above 50 degrees, not necessary. So 45 would be perfect. And that means milk, dark and white chocolate is the same. My favorite tempering method is seeding. That means you melt some chocolate and then you add some tempered chocolate again to cool it down to the right temperature. When your chocolate is melted to 45 degrees, remember to stir in it all the time. It's very important to mix the chocolate properly. Then you add chocolate pieces. I always put them in the fridge. There's no need to keep them on the table, especially if you live in a warm country. When your chocolate is like 25, maybe 28 degree warm from the beginning, the chocolate you put inside to cool down your chocolate, it will take a longer time and you need to put more chocolate to cool your chocolate down. I hope that makes sense to you. So I put my chocolate in the fridge, lid on, typically 20% of the amount of the chocolate you have melted. And then I use the chocolate right from the fridge. When the chocolate is melted, I put in the chocolate from the fridge all at once, 20%. I will stir, I will take it off the heat. I will just put it on the table, put a cloth underneath, and then I will mix. And when all the chocolate pieces have melted, I will put a thermometer inside and the temperature should be below 32. Then I will make a temper test. That means I will put a palette knife at room temperature inside the chocolate, pull it out, leave it at room temperature, and after 3 minutes it should start to set. And that means your chocolate is tempered. So guys, enough talking. Let's see how to temper in practice. If you melt your chocolate to more than 45 degrees, for example 49, of course you need to add more chocolate to cool it down to the right temperature. That means the chocolate you add to your melted chocolate cools down the chocolate while it's melting. The idea is to melt the chocolate until it reaches 32 degrees or below. When you buy chocolate, the chocolate is always tempered, so these pieces are tempered chocolate. Mix a little bit and then let the chocolate rest so it can melt. Just for maybe 1 minute. Stirring is very important to mix the chocolate properly. So you see, the chocolate temperature is already 31.6, but I still have lumps inside. At this point I will choose to use a blender to mix all these chocolate pieces out. That means my chocolate, the chocolate I added was very cold, so the chocolate cooled down very fast, so it's actually tempered right now, this temperature. So we'll just blend it to remove the chocolate lumps. You could also just use a sieve to remove all the big pieces. And of course you can cool this chocolate all the way to 28 degrees, no problem, it will just set faster. The reason why I like 31 or even 32 degrees, I have more time to work with the chocolate and it will set slower. Remember, if you blend too much, your chocolate can get very warm again and you can actually blend it out of tempering if it gets too warm. That looks nice. Take the temperature. 32, see? Now I will make a temper test. That means I will put a palette knife at room temperature inside the chocolate to check it. But before, I just will mix it a little bit more. Remember, it's all about mixing the chocolate, the cocoa butter crystals inside the chocolate to make it even. If I would use this chocolate for bonbons, I would add more cocoa butter because it's a little bit viscous. But now the lumps are out. I think it's tempered. I will make a temper test. It's about 32 degrees right now. Palette knife at room temperature. Doesn't matter there's air inside, we just want it to set. So I just leave it here for 3 minutes. Three minutes are gone. Let's touch the chocolate. See? That means the chocolate is tempered. See, and how nice and shiny it is. Perfect. Now you can use the chocolate for chocolate balls, for example. If you make big chocolate pieces, this viscosity is actually very good. If you make small chocolate bonbons, I would like to have the chocolate more less viscous. That means add more cocoa butter. Removing air bubbles. Turn the chocolate mold upside down. When it stops dripping, scrape. I will leave them to rest at room temperature for 5-6 minutes, and then I just will put them in the fridge. I don't have a fridge at 15 degrees at home, so it will be cooled at 5 degrees. Maybe 20 minutes, and then I think we can put them out of the shell.
Tempering milk chocolate is exactly the same way.
Melted, beautiful.
Temperature of the chocolate is just above 45 degrees.
Those chocolate pieces are really cold, so I will not add all of them at once. This is 20%, so I will put a little bit less. I don't think I need all of them. If those chocolate pieces were warmer, like 20-22 degrees, I needed all of them, maybe even more, to cool down the chocolate to 32 degrees. Maybe this is enough. They melt quite fast. I add a little bit more, half of them. No, still too warm. Yeah, well, I add the rest. Let's make a temper test at 33.8 degrees 34 degrees, just to see what happens. Leave it for 3 minutes. Three minutes are gone. Has the chocolate set? No. So, see? That means it's not tempered.
Because the chocolate is not tempered at this point, we're waiting for the last chocolate pieces inside the chocolate to melt. And when the chocolate reaches 32 degrees, it's going to be tempered.
33.9, 32. Yeah, it looks the chocolate is tempered, but there's still some lumps inside, so I will mix a little bit more, or I will blend it at this point. Remember not to blend too much, otherwise your chocolate can get out of temper. That means it gets too warm and you have to start the tempering process all over again. Heat it to 45, cool it down to 32. If you make big chocolate pieces, it doesn't really matter. There's some chocolate pieces left inside. The chocolate is still tempered, so you could use it anyway. But for chocolates, small bonbons, you will need to blend all the chocolate pieces out of there. Still a little bit of lumps inside, but now it's tempered. See, it doesn't really matter for this. Now the temperature has dropped a little bit to 31. I will make a temper test. I'm sure it's tempered, but I will make it for you guys. Time is gone. Put my finger on here. Set. See? It's not set solid, but it's set. So for me, it tells me the chocolate is tempered. I will give it a last mix before I put it into my shell. Because it's very important to mix the crystals very even. Very, very important. Now I will wait until this shine is over and they look dry. Then I will put them in the fridge at 5 degrees. Room temperature is 19.5 degrees, which is very nice for chocolate. Now I think they look dried out a little bit. The shine is from the light I have in the back. And I will put them in the fridge. A fridge is typically very moist, so I will put some cling film just to protect. Now they're protected. Oops, time is gone. 20 minutes in the fridge. Let's see. Let's hear. No, I will not. I will give them a little bit longer time. after half an hour in the fridge.
So I hope you learned something about tempering chocolate. Today was milk and white. Dark chocolate is similar. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment, and I hope you will be back for more. See you soon. Bye bye.